Just been speaking to a couple of veterans, and they're out in a service. It's in Pontypool. I was just going to ask a few people. Did you know about the 18th down in Cardiff? Is there going to be any support from Pontypool? Okay, I understand that they're not coming as the British Legion because of political reasons, but I hope that some of the veterans will come down and support the veterans in Cardiff. It's at the museum on the 18th, and I hope they will. I was gonna... Yes, there's one here in June, and you got some support off the Patriot Biker Group for that. I'm gonna go and ask I don't know whether I can actually. Could I have a quick word with you? The veterans have got a million veteran march in Cardiff, and I wonder whether you could turn up at that march to support the veterans. Yes. 8Z on the 18th in Cardiff.
On the 18th of this month?
Yeah, there's going to be a stage setter. I've got from biker groups right the way through to football, Cardiff City Football Club and everything. There's going to be a lot of people there. We're going to have a ride by bikers. I wonder whether you would actually turn up and support the veterans. It's 11 o'clock.
Right.
On the 18th outside the museum. Did you know about it at all?
Yeah, well, it's all over Facebook.
It is all over Facebook,
I'm
yeah.
on Facebook, I'm not familiar with Facebook. There are a lot of people going to...
But there's a lot of people that are veterans that aren't not being rude. There's a lot of veterans that aren't on Facebook. So what I'm trying to do is get out there, and I'd ask for your support to come down and do the veterans. But I wonder whether you could support it.
Well, I'll certainly do what I can. Where are the actual timings and details available from?
Yes, sure. I mean, who would I send them to? Evening, people. Just been and picked up some flags and some more key rings. So a couple of people I want to see tomorrow down 11 o'clock. The veterans rally down in Cardiff. Whether anybody wants to put a couple of comments on there, what they think about what's going on with these veterans that are being prosecuted. Is there any comments on there?
No, we're watching.
Okay. What's happening is the veterans going all over the country, guys. Cardiff is an awkward one because because notoriously in Wales nobody ever goes on anything. Everybody always goes to London, those in Wales that do things. But this is a bit different. This isn't about anything else, guys, just the veterans. This rally tomorrow at 11 o'clock outside the museum. If you're coming on a bike, you need to go to Sophia Gardens. I think some bikes are meeting at junction 33, and I think some bikes are meeting at junction 23. Some bikes are going straight to Cardiff. People are coming in off the train. I do know that some people are going by train. It's easy to get to, guys, but I'd like everybody to join together tomorrow so that we can all have a good day and support the veterans, which they really do need. Don't forget, guys, after this there's something else happening that's quite a bit bigger, but this is a dry run for that, really, guys, so that we know what's going to be happening. I'm just going down to Cardiff now because I want to do a couple of recce's. What we're going to do a bridge coming in, because we've got quite a few vehicles coming in from two sides of Cardiff, so I've got to decide which area we're going to do. So if anybody's got any questions about it, is there any questions up there, son? No?
Imagine I sign.
So we'll decide what we're going to do later. I'll do another video when I'm outside the museum in a little bit, guys. But get yourselves in Cardiff tomorrow. Come on, don't let Wales down. It's going in Manchester, London, Scotland, in Glasgow, I do believe. There's a couple of people needed up in Glasgow to do a bridge going in. On the Yellow Vest to leave side, I think they've put a request out if anybody's in Glasgow, could they do that? Oh, well done to Tom Faulkner with Dino Boy. He come second at Aintree today. Apparently he was only by a head. Well done, Tom. Keep those horses running. If anybody got any questions, put them in here and we'll have a look when we get to Cardiff, and we'll answer them for you. But it's going to be a good get together tomorrow. We've got a couple of good speakers, and have a day in Cardiff, guys. Let's all join together and support the veterans, because there's no doubt they do need it against our government at the moment. What is it going to be next, guys? They've already called us cockroaches. They've already called. We're being suppressed so badly now, and I think people are starting to wake up to what the government is actually doing. But I don't think anybody's woke up enough. The trouble is, we've got such a theatre going on, of pantomimes all over the country with different individuals. It's all a distraction. It's all distraction from what's really going on.
What time in the morning, Dave?
What time in the morning? 11 o'clock at the museum.
So what time we leave it?
I don't know yet.
Then pops up.
We'll let you know, Evan, don't worry. So what the distractions that are going on around the country at the moment, political people. One thing's for sure, guys, forget about politics, because politics ain't getting us anywhere. Do you know where politics is getting us? Deeper and deeper in suppression. That's where politics is getting us. Because all these top table gun bumpers do what they want, not what we want. I'm a bit disillusioned with electing anybody at the moment. That's the museum in front of us. There, guys, where the coach is. This is the pathway into the park. So you see the museum there. We're doing any mess tomorrow, guys, so if you can put all the litter in the bins. There's plenty of grass areas here. It is a real shame how poorly maintained Cardiff to this, but there you are, that's life. Plenty of grassed areas here, guys. There's plenty of room for everybody to congregate here. It's that big building up over there. I just walk through the park here now. Like I said, guys, we don't want any mess like there is now. We've actually got people have left a load of boxes. I don't know whether you can see that there, guys, because it's quite dark here. I'll get out into the light now. I think there's a coffee shop. Then if I get out into the light, you can probably see it. There's a coffee bar, Broodies Coffee. So if you want a coffee, so you're straight out onto the main road there, guys. So I'll walk down now and so this is where people are going to be coming in. We aim to, we've just come in off the junction, but there's nowhere to put any flags. So I think we'll have some flags on those couple of poles down there. And I hope to put some flags to welcome the bikers when they come in. And this is how close you are to town, guys. It's only literally a couple of minute walk from the, you see that blue building in the distance there? That is where we've come from. Took the leave already. So these railings will have some flags on, guys. And hopefully when everybody comes in, but that's town there, look. So you're straight into Cardiff from all stretched out there, all having a good time on a Friday night. That's what everybody should be doing. You're right into town here, guys. Very, very easy. So if you want to come and do a bit of shopping, if you're an early bird, then I think people are going for breakfast around 9 o'clock, some of the organisers. And then 11 o'clock is outside the museum. If you can make it, guys. If you can't make it, Cardiff, if you're in London, Bristol, Manchester, Glasgow, coming out and support the veterans tomorrow, 11 o'clock. You won't be disappointed, guys. A couple of good speakers. And come and have yourself a day out in Cardiff. Come and have a beer here. Dinner time tomorrow. Plenty of places will be open tomorrow where you can come into Cardiff and support the veterans by being there for them. Let's put on a show for the veterans and make sure that the government start listening, because there's no telling really what is actually going to happen next. There is some talk of the 29th. However, plans for that haven't been released yet. But you're straight into town here, guys. As I said, it's only a couple of minutes across from Cardiff city centre. Plenty to do here. Come and have a walk around the shops tomorrow afternoon. 11 o'clock. So like I said guys, tomorrow 11 o'clock, that's how easy it is to get into town. Come and have a walk around the Capital Centre. The Capital Centre's just there. Come and have a coffee, a walk around. But come out guys and support the veterans so that we can show the government that we're not going to stand for this anti-democratic society we're now living in. Kyle Breacher and Philip Robinson. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is the main street in Cardiff. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what guys, I'll carry on the video. I'll walk round, I'll walk to the bottom and then I'll show you another way to get to the museum. Which isn't very far at all. It's only just where the castle is. The castle's, I would say, 3 or 4 minutes walk from the museum. It's not much at all. Bit of entertainment. That's the closest I'm going to get to some entertainment tonight. It's not really that busy in Cardiff for a Friday night. And it wouldn't hurt to have some guys in Cardiff city centre flying the flag for the veterans tomorrow, if anybody's got the inclination. Thanks guys for commenting, and it has been advertised pretty well, but I was speaking to a couple of organisers that said that a lot of the posts have been blocked on Facebook and surrounding, which is a bit disappointing. The castle is just at the end of that street there, guys. So if we walk down this street, we can go in a big circle basically back to the museum. Yeah, that's the castle's just by there, guys. There should be thousands turning out, but however, I don't think there's going to be thousands. So, this is the subway, guys. We've just come from town. And this subway here leads us back over to the museum. So, there we are, guys. A little tour around. We hope to get as many flags out as possible. And make sure that we fly the Welsh flag, and any veterans that are bringing flags, I'm sure they'll be flying there. There is disabled access to this, so don't think you have to go up these steps, because you don't. You can get round, and it's only a few minutes walk, guys. It's not a big shakes. Anyway, guys, stay safe out there. We're doing a bit of a recce. I'm sure we can find some flags to go on here now in a minute and sort these poles out. But there's the museum. Like I said, the park is just across the road from the museum, and it is literally a little walk into town, guys. So if you come, make a day of it, go over, have a coffee, have a bit of dinner in Cardiff, have a little walk around the St David's Centre and what have you, and stay safe, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Hi, if anybody is catching up and catch up, it's HTV doing a bit of a interview with James. Got a few flags flying there from the Two to Leave crew. We got a few flags up, got a bit of a marquee up. That's the speaker stand. We got a few vets gathering here now in Cardiff, as you can see. The museum's a little bit over there, guys, but that's the crowd we got here now. Yeah, we got and there's a few more over on the steps of the museum. We're waiting for a couple of speakers now, and a couple of speakers will be setting up soon, and we'll see what everybody's got to do. Got quite a presence here of police. There you are, that's Cardiff, guys. I think a lot of the bikers are actually veterans, so they're coming on their bikes. So very shortly we should have some bikers turn up on the road outside the museum. But it's great to see everybody down there flying the flag for Cardiff. And I'll go live a little bit later and we'll see how we go. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe. See you soon. Okay, guys, if you're watching, give this a share, because we've got hundreds and hundreds of people gathered outside the museum. Hundreds of people now are gathered outside the museum waiting for 1,500 bikers. 1,500 bikers are coming in from Sophia Gardens, Junction 33. That's the crowd down there, guys. Okay, there's a few hundred people there now down. You see the marquee, the red on the marquee? Now the police are stopping the bikes. They're going to stop the bikes and make them come down here. And the police are making them park all the way down the bottom there. Absolutely disgraceful. Share away, guys, because I think this is a disgrace for not letting the procession go to the meeting point outside the museum. I think it's a disgrace. I think it's an absolute disgrace the procession isn't going up to there. I think it's a disgrace that the procession isn't being allowed to go to the meeting point.
Have you spoken to the bosses?
Yeah, well, the police have made your mind up, haven't they? That you're going to take the bikes off of you and not let them go past the procession. I'm going to have a word with the bikers. It's an absolute disgrace, guys. Absolute disgrace. not on. They're going to try and divert you off here, guys, to go that way and not up to the meeting point. Well, they're saying that you've got to go that way now, but the meeting point is where that red tent is up there. So march on, guys, because the police are saying you've got to go this way. There's the meeting point on the red tent up there, guys.
Because you can't go down there.
I'm not telling them to go anywhere, mate. The meeting point is where that red tent is there. Now the traffic management are going to try and get you to go this way. March on, guys. March on. March on, guys. That's the meeting point, not where the police want you to go. That's the marching point. But enough of this. That's right. March on, guys. Yes, guys. They're going to try and divert you off that way and not to the meeting point. You march on to the meeting point, guys. They're going to try and divert you off, guys. Down there, where the police want you to go. That's the red marquee. Go up to the lights, turn left, and there's a load of vets there waiting for you. You march on, guys. Proper, guys. March on. The police want you to go that way. They want you to go that way. They've changed it in the last minute. I told the guys to fucking march on. March on, guys. Fucking yeah, march on. Listen, guys, march on. Don't go left. Don't go left. Don't go left, man. Get round them. Go round them, guys. Fuck them. Get round there. They don't want you to go past. You're out of order. Changing the route at the last minute. You're out of order. They've changed the route at the last minute, guys. It's bang out of order. Shut down, guys. There's a few hundred people there, vets. They're waiting for you. They don't want you to go up there. They want you to go that way. We're going that way. I'm not riding my bike over the pavement. It's illegal. I got taxi charge every day. I'm going that way. They're waiting for the procession up there, mate.
There's a lot of vets, yeah. There's a lot of tension, there's a lot of passion, and these boys are just going to stay up for a week if you can.
Move your van. No, not parking in there. We're going to the procession. Move the van. Move the van.
No chance, we're staying there.
You're going to argue with these boys. March on. March on. Get out of the way.
You're not helping, right? Don't do that. You're not helping, right?
March on, guys. procession there, guys.
22,000 bags of red.
That's too sorted that out, didn't it? Come on.
Me and you. There's an amnesty for
Tell me the
rebel
bikers weren't coming up doing the procession past. Having a laugh.
no such amnesty for the
Oh,
well, the wind of change is blowing strong, but the dead and the keep marching on. Singing solitaire to an end.
guys, if you know anything about the biker
They
world,
need
you know
to
what
all
I'm
the
saying.
pound to see. You're the reason for the wounds that never end. Ain't it true?
I think the man caused a bit of chaos here. But, yes, that is.
Before the war in Ireland and in other places, ain't it true? Because of you, we're fighting for our freedom and for truth. Well, the time has come to make a stand from every soldier in the land. It's a time for governments to pay the price. Sick and tired of the hypocrisy against the truth says it's a simple choice between wrong and right. Ain't it true? One for you.
Because when some of these brothers are involved, you've got no chance.
Before the war in Ireland
Absolutely no
and in
chance.
other places too. Ain't it true? Because of you,
There you are, Valley Commandos. There's a lot of Valley Commandos,
for our
guys.
freedom and for you. And to bring this story to an end, we're marching right on for revenge, but for justice and fair play for all.
This is what you call a proper show, guys.
Your words to us mean nothing now.
I said to all my mates,
the
Valley Commandos have been put in a
lesson
prison,
for everyone.
along with the HA, along with the outlaws,
Ain't it
all
true?
grouping together. This is what you call united the people of the UK. And this is Cardiff, guys. Cardiff.
And in
So
other places,
blessed with Cardiff.
ain't it true? Because of you, they're fighting for our freedom and
Hey, guys,
ain't it true? With all
okay, I've got to get back over now.
and in other places too, ain't
Let's see how
it
much trouble I'm in with the police. There we are. We weren't going to take none of that messing.
we ride a march for freedom.
We weren't taking none of that messing, was we? Huh? No messing, no surrender. There's a big car park down there for everybody to park. They were going to park you all down there. Fuck up. Eh? Fuck up. That was proper, wasn't it? Martin, they tried to change the route, mate. We're having none of that shit.
Won't you let the soldier have stop this return against me and you?
Denying to come here is outrageous. Denying them to come here was outrageous, honestly, murderous. Well, go back to the council, they're doing what they want to do.
Well, the winds of change blowing strong, but the dead and the
Just park up, guys. Thanks for doing the right by, guys.
Take me to all the things how you think know the reason for
Wherever. They're gonna try and direct you. They're gonna try and direct you. They're gonna try and direct you down there. They're gonna try and direct you. Just park up, brother. Park up.
and in other
See, they're gonna try and this is the coppers and try to change the route. Direct everybody down there. They're trying to get everybody over there.
we're fighting for our
Everybody just
freedom.
park up, guys. Yeah, where the show is.
Well, the time has come to make a stand from every
They're gonna try and park you.
soldier in
They're gonna try and park you down there. Just park up, guys. Just park up. Just park up. Park up, guys.
sick and
Park
tired
up.
of these
Look, they're gonna try and direct you down there. Just find a wall. Park up, man. Park up,
It's
man.
a simple choice
Park up.
between
They're gonna try and direct you down there and park.
ain't it true?
And border.
One for you,
They're gonna try and direct you all and park up. Right down the corner.
all
It's
of
all okay.
one island, and in other places
They're gonna try and direct you. They were gonna cut you off and not let you do a drive-by. So I went down there and just told everybody to march on. That's why we want to come around. Now they're gonna try and park everybody down there out the way. Just look back at your guys and just tell them to park up. Yeah, I know you're Valley Commando, yeah. Just park up, guys. Don't, anywhere, just don't let them direct you where they want. They're trying to direct you. So park up, guys. Don't let them direct you. Don't let them direct you. Don't let the coppers 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 direct you. Don't let the police dictate to you. Don't let the coppers dictate to you. Just park up. Don't let the coppers dictate to you. Just park up. Don't let the coppers dictate to you where to park. Just park up. Want a sea of bikes outside this museum? A sea of bikes. Let's show the government what we're really about. Let's show the government what for. Listen guys, I'm going to have to go and catch up with a few people. We've got literally, oh well, it's a sea down there guys. It's a sea in here. You know, it was a bit of an experience to do guys. But there you are. It's Cardiff. I don't know, I haven't been looking at the comments, guys. But this is outrageous what the police have done. And I'm just glad I was able to get involved there and get the ride by, because I think the veterans deserve the ride by. We got the flags here. You know, all these bikes come in to give their support and they're not allowed to come past the actual static demo. Absolutely ludicrous. I mean, the police have no idea at all about what's going on. You know, I sorted that out, Sean.
Yeah.
Did you watch?
Fucking right, mate.
Did you watch what I done?
Yeah, what?
Did you watch what I did?
What did you? No.
I went down there and I seen the bikers and I went march on. And I said to the guys, march on. And they did. Guys, we're going to wait for the bikes to form up, and everybody will be coming down to here. I gather we got a few thousand people here by now, and it's looking pretty good. All right, thanks for. I haven't got the sea of bikes that I wanted outside the museum, but there you are. We've got the proper crew here. They know what's what. So I'm going to end this video now, guys, and I'll do another one later. Thanks for watching, everybody, and stay safe. See you all soon. It's hard to gauge how many people are actually here, guys.
We did our duty and we made this nation great. Now they call us for
It goes all the way over to.
We dug the deepest tunnels in the bowels of the earth, proud of culture and heritage. We gave this nation birth. We are Harry Patch Montgomery. We were touching on the sun. We are running down our good life upon our limbs, our freedom. We are proud we did our duty and we made this nation great. Now they call us England scrubs, killed only by our hate.
You know, big shout out for the bikers for actually making this happen. And the bike's there. But that's Cardiff, guys. And Gussie's doing his speech now. There is about, I would gauge around 800 or 1,000 bikes here. As you can see, guys, we've got a good turnout for Gus and the vets. As Gus was saying there, it's just to appease Sinn Féin. What's going on with the veterans?
Right, our final speaker is again from the 1st Battalion, the Royal Wales, a Northern Ireland veteran again. Please, a warm welcome to John Grizzly. How's everybody here? I became famous in 2 days on Facebook. Put your hands up, you haven't seen me before. Put your hands up, you haven't seen me before. Hello, do you know I'm John Day? business is hereby. First of all, a big thank you to all the motorcycle clubs for coming down today to support us. To all the wives and girlfriends to support us. And to all the different regiments and associations. Like these boys have no names, we shall work mine in a flag packet. I can draw the glory last one now. I can draw the glass out to sleep. Hello, my name is John Gravy. Next one is the class 2. Here's the Italian man right to the road.
There we are. Right there, Gus. What a sight, guys. What a sight. That's the support we get.
I'm a fabulous comedian, but I'm a proud veteran. And I'm very passionate about Operation Banner. Let's see about. But anyway, I'm just going to come to do some say. I've got my work done. And why are we here today?
Right, guys. That's just a little bit more for you. Stay safe, everybody, and I'll see you all soon.
To all the different regiments and associations. Like these boys have no names, we shall work mine on a flag packet. I can throw the glass in your mouth now. I can throw the glass out to sleep. Anyway, my name is John Gravy. Ex-warrant officer class 2, 1st Battalion Royal Regiment of Wales. I also served with the 3rd Battalion Royal Regiment of Wales, anti-tank line PSI. And then I went to Rhein as a tubing shot to training wing. And then I decided to travel the world, as you can see. I'm a vocalist comedian, but I'm a proud veteran. And I'm very passionate about Operation Banner. Legs nice to see you, boy. Well, anyway, I'm just going to come to things to say. I've got my work done. And why are we here today? We are here today to show how upset we are as veterans and civilians at the way we've been betrayed by the British government. Tony Blair, I can mention his name, I know his in politics, he sold Silverstone the river when we had the Good Friday Agreement. Did you know that the person that blew up Lord Mountbatten, rest in peace, and the rest of those people, that fella was released on the Good Friday Agreement and is now making a lot of money on his story. And we got Soldier F and Soldier A to Z frightened because we got to go back to court and we don't want to do that. So we are going to open eyes. Remember that. I went back to Northern Ireland. I went back to court. But I went back to court for something simple. But I applied the cards, the arrest procedure. Was it a white card or a blue card? Because the yellow card was usually used. But anyway, we carried out the normal procedure. We went back to court. The fella in question, we made him take his shoes and socks off so he couldn't run away because it was snowing. Because we had a bit of an incident. And he was guilty. But because we done that, he had £25,000 off the government, which we paid the taxes for. Sad, isn't it? Exactly. Scum. No blasphemy. Now then, I'd just like to say, before we do the citation, in memory of all the veterans who died on Operation Banner, I just want to say this. Please tell all your friends that on the 29th of June, we are going to be in London, and we're going to form up at Hyde Park with all the other veterans from around UK and Northern Ireland. So please tell friends and please be there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a privilege now to say the citation, and we've got to be there as well. So please, listen in. We shall not grow old, as we that are left to grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor shall the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
More starting to gather now. A few of the older paras starting to mingle in. It's good to see. There's vets. There's even ITV Wales have set up doing interviews. As you've seen, I've posted some live feed that's going about at the moment. Yeah, you can have a look around. You see about 150, 200 people here at the moment. Yeah, still waiting for come in. Never Surrender Wales. I'm meeting at 11:45, and they're converging with bikers on here at around 12:30. Speakers will be starting shortly. I'll be broadcasting live all the speeches and keep you all informed of what's going on. Yeah, for those of you that are not here, I hope you've managed to get to one of the marches around the country, whether it be Manchester, London, Birmingham. Yeah, I'll keep you in touch. Keep watching, guys. So guys, just to update you, the council have stepped in and stopped the Never Surrender Bikers March converging on us here outside the museum. So as you can imagine, there's a lot of anger at the moment, a lot of animosity with the police at the moment, and organisers are rushing around trying to reroute the bikers so we can get at least a ride by. But it's can I say, I don't think it's the police. It seems to be the council that have stepped in. Yeah, but I'll just reverse the camera. As you can see, I put up roadblocks now, but the paras are coming. Yeah, we're starting to pull in a load of public, which is good, calling for the support. And here come the honourable members of the parachute regiment. Yeah, we've managed to get the road blocked off for them to march round, but now they're stopping the bikers from coming. So people rushing around here trying to get sorted out. Seems like the state's trying to stop us even doing peaceful marches. Honourable men of the UK. This is what it's all about, showing solidarity. We can't keep letting this country treat our veterans like the way they are. We deserve recognition. We have rights. That's all we want. We want the rights that we should have. So here come the bikers. They're supposed to be coming past here, driving by where we were, and then coming around the back, parking up. And the police are now stopping them from doing so. Hear the noise. Come on boys, make some noise. Bring it up, come on. Well done, guys. See, the anger's building. Look, and as far as the eye can see, bikers. This is a show of support. This is what it should be. Now, this is happening in 6 cities around Britain. Yeah, surely we've got to start getting notice. Surely this government has got to start taking notice of the veterans. Come on boys, make some noise. They are. They're stopping us. We wanted us all to come round the back as a right boy. Well, apparently the council have stepped in and denying it. Just make as much noise as you can. We'll still be heard. You see, the anger's building over, guys. Yeah? The police have now put a block in, stopping the bikers from progressing. Yeah? The police are telling us it's not their fault, the council is stopping it. Yeah? All the permissions were granted for this in writing. This is just another situation where the government is trying to stop our veterans from being heard. Oh.
I'd be proud. Go on. Go on. Come on, move the back.
Oh, we go. I think we're winning, guys. I think we're winning, guys. Hey, we won, guys. One for the veterans. Come on, boys. Come on, roll it on. Hey, come on, boys. Come on, boys. Oh, and we're attracting the media. What would you know? Come on, boys, come on. Now this is what it's about. I'm so proud right now of all our veterans. Come on, come on. Come on, guys. End the stream. Now this is support, guys. Yeah, this is what this event was supposed to be. Members of the public are stopping us that want to know what's going on and giving us support. This is what it's about. Come on, make the boys, come on. Come on, boys. Come on, come on. This is Cardiff, if you were wondering, guys. Live in Cardiff. Speakers have been delayed because the police stopped the bikers coming through, converging, which was supposed to be the signal for the speakers. However, everything's been put about an hour behind, but we seem to have won our battle with the police. We managed to get them to move the van. I think they saw the anger building and realised they needed to do something and get out of the way. Yeah, nothing's going to stop us veterans. Look at it, still coming. How proud is this? Come on, boys. So good to see bikes of every type, riders from different organisations, all here in a cause. All here uniting for one cause. This is what it's about. So proud and privileged to be here right now, seeing this, seeing the unity of veterans and civilians alike, all standing for one thing, the rights for the veterans. Let's get this out there, guys. Share, share, share. Yeah, show everybody what's going on here. If you want a bit of a laugh as well, some poor sod's having a wedding in the middle of this. Even kids draped in flags. The younger generation is supporting us. How good is that? The country, no matter their age, no matter whether they've served, all here for one thing. See, we've got Marines on bikes, we've got trucks on bikes, we got green jackets on bikes, we got paras on bikes. This is what it's about. One of our speakers today. Say hello. Brilliant. I hope you're feeling the pride that I'm feeling right now. There you go, that's what 1,500 bikers looks like, guys. Could you imagine if everybody that was attending all 6 marches today converged as one? And here they are, bikers now starting to come round. The police, in the end, knew that they weren't going to stop us. We weren't going to allow them to stop us. Yeah, the government might want to shut us up, but we ain't going to shut up. Yeah, we will be heard. There we go. See, this is what the police didn't want us to do. They didn't want the bikes being able to come round. As you're walking across, and there's the poor wedding party trying to do a video with all this sound going on. Sorry guys, more important things to do here. Yeah, so we're literally starting to close the street off with all the bikes. It's fantastic. Right, I'm going to go off for a bit now, guys. Go and get set up for the speakers, and I'll be back online when all the speeches start. Keep posted. Here we go, guys. Ranks have swelled. Yeah, so good to see so many regiments represented here. You know, all coming together. And here we go, speakers about to start.
The first thing I'd like to say, we have got first aiders here today, so if anybody needs first aid,
we are live in Cardiff.
If you see one of the stewards or Rico, they will point you in the right direction. And we've got 5 different speakers today, all from the veteran community, except for Rico, of course, who will be representing the DFLA Swansea lads. So we might as well crack on.
What's good to see, guys, as well, we've had, I must have had 50, 60 civilians come up to me asking me what's going on here. After explaining, they've all asked if they could join in, so we're pulling in public support as well, which is really good. but I'm just beaming with pride here. Look around here, guys. Look at the cap badges, the different berries, civilians mixed in, there's kids, everything here, families.
Well done, sir. Well done, sir.
Culture parade. And here we go. First speaker of the day, guys.
Good morning, Burada. Well, I'm not a political person, I'm not a career politician, and I'm not a natural speaker. So you're going to have to bear with me, folks. But I and my fellow comrades are humbled by your appearance here today, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Today, we are targeting the British media due to the fact they failed to report on 22,000 veterans and supporters and families marching in London recently. Today, armed forces veterans and supporters are
Thanks
in
for watching,
London,
guys. Get sharing.
Birmingham,
Share it about every page you got.
Bristol, Manchester, Cardiff, Glasgow and Belfast. I actually wonder whether the mainstream media, the BBC particularly, will be reporting these events. As I said, I'm not a career politician. We're not a political organisation. We are fighting for veterans. But unlike the 60 AMs in Welsh Assembly and the 650 MPs in London, only 75 of those MPs have ever served in the British forces. And now you can maybe understand why they treat us with such disdain. But it appears the government are proposing a new law whereby military personnel, be they serving or retired, will be immune or not subject for prosecution. But here's the rub. It's only after 10 years have passed, and only personnel who served overseas. This means, of course, veterans of the Northern Ireland conflict, and it was a war, folks, will not be included. The government are attempting to hide how the IRA are influencing this proposed law. And they're hiding it in a specific phrase. They will not apply to combat at home. So the Ministry of Defence will shortly be issuing a review and a consultation launched by the government. And that's your opportunity to put your thoughts across. It's your opportunity to make your feelings known about the IRA murderers who are literally getting away with murder, while those who put their lives on the line to protect the civilians of Northern Ireland are dragged through the courts, mainly on pressure from retired terrorists. Once again, those who served on behalf of our Queen Anne country are pushed to one side, just set aside without so much of a thought or any support from the majority of our politicians. Oh yes, we often hear those well-used phrases. We all owe a huge debt of gratitude to our armed forces that put their lives on the line to protect our freedom and our security and democracy. Yes, they bloody well do. Once again, fine words without any action. We put ourselves and our families into danger to ensure those who lived in Northern Ireland were secure and safe. Colleagues who served with me and my friends were murdered and suffered terrible injuries. Many still suffer with PTSD, originating from the service in Northern Ireland. So once again, murderers go free while retired British services personnel are dragged through the courts. Under orders from Sinn Féin, the political wing of the IRA. This is just not good enough. Government, you must try harder. Well, soldiers' case F&B has brought the dissatisfaction with our political class to light. But what you've got to think about, ladies and gentlemen, it's now soldier A to Z, because over 200 personnel excuse me, it's now over 200 personnel, ex-veterans, being investigated. But it's not going to stop there. What's going to actually happen is once they finish with those, they're going to look at the MPs, and then they're going to look at the Special Investigation Branch, and then they're going to look at the RUC. This is a political motivated witch hunt. Who of our non-military friends remember the troubles of Northern Ireland and the Good Friday Agreement? Do you remember what we were dealing with as soldiers? Kneecappings, tarring and feathering, petrol bombs, nail bombs and shootings. When people were rioting and racketeering, intimidation, people disappearing and never being found, car hijacking and hatred, etc. We weren't trained police, we were soldiers doing our job. Did you know that the PSNI are now actively investigating, as I said previously, 200 veterans? After that, additionally, the military police. You're aware that a former soldier is now in his 70s being charged with murder, and 200 others are being fully investigated. But why? When is an incident in Northern Ireland? What actually happens? You're immediately interviewed by the military police. Once they finish with you, you're then investigated by the Special Investigation Branch of the military police. And then you go to the RUC, and you have to explain the case there. And then finally, you go into a coroner's court, and you have to stand there and justify your actions. These people have already been tried, and they've been found not guilty. Did you know that on Good Friday, 5,500 veterans also marched through Manchester to protest that no media coverage was allowed, as the government seemed to have put a blanket on it? Please pass this on to everybody you know, because there are 4 million veterans in this country who need your help. Volunteers who laid down their lives for doing what our successive governments had set them to do. Now those same governments are allowing those men and women and veterans to be prosecuted for doing what they were sent to do. The law must be upheld, but on both sides. You cannot grant immunity to terrorists while investigating their victims for crime. Have no doubt, this is politically motivated witch hunt.
That statement went down well, guys. Never a truer word, eh?
And you will notice, not one political person or MP is in the frame. Those people who orders...
Can I just point out as well, guys, there are a lot of civilians here. This isn't just veterans.
We must not. And we
People are starting
not
to listen.
accept this betrayal by the political class. Many have fought to defend this country, and we lost many comrades and friends along the way. We will not allow them to have died in vain. And if we have to march again, we will. And if the political class elite don't listen, then we will bring this country to a standstill. I apologise for my speech. I'm not a great speaker, as I said initially, but thank you, God bless, and God save the Queen!
Yeah. Well, guys, the first speaker went really down really well. Some really powerful words being used there. The truth. Let's face it, you know, everything is the truth. Yeah, I just show you, I just stood next to a fellow trog, which is always good to see.
Thank you.
See, we get everywhere. We're like a plague, us.
Right,
get everywhere.
next up, we have a Royal Green Jacket, 14-year veteran.
There we go, second speaker away.
Guys in Northern Ireland, whatever to us, give it up for John Taylor.
John is also the organiser of the Cardiff event.
I'm John, and I serve with the 3rd Battalion Royal Green Jackets. And like you, I stand here united in this march. A march against the injustice the states are showing our veterans. So why are we here? Is this injustice affecting us? That is an open question. As a young snotty-nosed boy of 16, a boy who was trying to become a life-size action man, like the ones that one once played with. A young man with adventure on his mind, a career and an opportunity to see the world. But to have that career and that opportunity to see the world, some had to pay the price. And that price, the sun, was high. As it became a reality shock to many of us young men and women when we hit the streets of Northern Ireland. No more were we playing soldiers, we were soldiers. Some died, some lost limbs, but so many wore the wounds that can never be seen. Scars of the mind, although many years have passed, you can still find yourself scanning the people around you, dressed like the terrorists you once faced. Who were the ones that were watching your back, your brothers, your sister veterans, while you all did the government's bidding and followed their orders? And here we are, standing shoulder to shoulder, united in this cause. A cause that we must stand for. A cause for the injustice to stop. An injustice that is now attacking our own and is very close to home. This must be stopped. And by you standing here today, and those that are gathered around this great British Isle, stand together, we'll be sending a clear signal. We will not stand by and let this happen. In being with those we class as brothers and sisters, an unspeakable bond that in most cases was never broken. As we can see here today, not only in Cardiff, but in Glasgow, London, Birmingham, Manchester, Bristol, Southampton, and numerous rallies up and down our islands. We are scattered throughout these towns and cities, but the reverberation of all those voices in all those towns and cities should be ringing in every politician's ears. We are here. You will see us. You will hear us. And we say, no more. No more will you, the states, use us as political pawns. No
Remember
more
to share this,
shall
guys.
we
Keep
stand
sharing.
by and watch our own
Get this
men
out
and women
everywhere.
on the streets. No more shall we stand by and watch you treat our PSEO sufferers. No more will we be silent. I was asked to do a speech on how I saw Northern Ireland as a soldier, but decided no. We all have our stories. We all have our emotions. I want to talk to you about the here and now. Serving with honour is the best feeling you can have. But what honour are those in government showing our veterans now? None. The military covenant they were so eager to sign can now be seen as it was intended by those in government as nothing more than a paper exercise. No, it stands on the shoulder again of veterans who, after leaving the forces, still offer their support to veterans in need. Committed men and women who put themselves forward and assist where they can, when they can. For some, it's a full-time vocation and done on a bootstring. I and many here salute you. This should not be left for veterans to do. This should have been done by the state. Our veterans serve the country. Now you in government, you the elected servants of the people, do your duty and serve and protect our veterans. The media have stayed silent to the voices of the veterans and the voices of those that stand with us. The media that gives a one-sided approach but turns out the same old rhetoric over and over again. Programming the masses to the government's agenda, an agenda that shows no loyalty to those who gave their body to protect and serve this country. A government who is condemning not one, not two, but you all are being affected. The answer is yes, we are being affected. It condemns us all, one and all. Veterans, brothers and sisters, I thank you for standing here with us today. I thank you on behalf of all those that could not be with us. And I thank you for your voice. A voice that after today will be remembered. A voice that will be heard with or without the silent media. A voice that is shouting, no more, enough is enough. To the governments I say this, listen, act or stand down. Thank you. That reached national and worldwide attention. We got into Parliament and we had a face-to-face with Tobias Elwood, Veterans Minister. And I said to him, you do not know what is coming. There's going to be a tidal wave of veterans who are angry if this and other situations aren't sorted out. Now, why did I choose last November? Last November was the 100th anniversary, as you know, of the end of the First World War. The bloodiest conflict in human history, where a million of us were lying dead on the battlefields of France and Belgium. We answered the call and we went and we served. Those guys never
this is
left
coming
the
over,
veterans.
guys. This is powerful talking.
20 years later, we answered the call again. This time it was 750,000 of us who were lying dead in Europe. That didn't end there. Then we had the Korean conflict and the vestiges of the British Empire, from Malaya to Radfan to Borneo, you name it, Kenya, Cyprus. We were there. Us, the veterans, which is normally working class people from working class cities in working class towns across this nation. And we've answered the call. And it's killed millions of us. Are we honestly going to say now that we're going to let the likes of Dennis Hutchins be dragged through the courts and die as convicted murderers? And are we honestly led to believe that his family is going to fight for 10 years after that to try and get him a pardon? No chance. Not in my name. Not in my name. Those cowards in our parliament, and I call Tony Blair one of them, do not know what the concept of service is. He hasn't got a clue.
Wow, guys, I hope you can feel the passion here. It's affecting me.
They can say they serve. Serve who and what? The only thing they will ever lose is their reputation. We have lost our lives. And there's millions of us who have lost our lives. Did you know at this very moment in time throughout this country, there are 16,000 homeless veterans who are sofa surfing, living on the streets. And that is the price, that's the thank you for our service, that these guys are homeless. Did you know that last year 80 veterans from recent conflicts committed suicide because they couldn't live with the thoughts and the memories? This is what we told Tobias Elwood. This government and all future governments need to wake up. We need a fair deal. And Soldier F, Dennis Hutchins, Soldier B, Soldier A to Z, they're the tip of the iceberg. They are the people that are going to break the straw at the camel's back. Enough is enough. We fought for this country, we put our life on the lines, and they need to pay us back for that and not to drag us through the courts. There is time for change. I can feel it. There is something in the air. This is the tip of the iceberg. We either accept it benignly and passively, or we start to mobilise. To me, I'm seeing the start of the mobilisation. I'm seeing the start of the door being open. My grandfather fought in the First World War and it destroyed his life forever. On my dad's side of the family, 3 great uncles were killed. All brothers never came back. My own brother was killed aged 23 in the Royal Navy by the deceit of the British government, and we never got answers. Now, if Mr Blair and Sinn Féin and the rest of them and Mr Corbyn want to turn round and say the families of the victims deserve justice, then let's have justice for everybody. Let's have justice for the victims of the Abercrombie bombing. Let's have justice for the victims of the Elmer bombing. Let's have justice for the victims of the Birmingham bombings. Let's have justice for all those atrocities that took over. So if you want equality before the law, let's have it. Let's have it. But you're not going to drag just a few between the courts just for the sake of political expediency. It's not going to happen. And this is the start of making sure that it is going to happen. That it isn't going to happen. So I thought, right, okay, I'm a bit of a poet. I sat down for the last few days, I thought I'll write a poem. Here we go. And maybe this is, put it into verse, what ordinary words can't say. So, and I've called it The Veteran. Plus, we've been veterans for 1,000 years, since old William came over in 1066. So here it is, The Veteran. We were there at Agincourt, with our axes and our bows. We stood at Waterloo, defeating Britain's foreign foes. We were workers in the factories, and we toiled both day and night. We were slaughtered in the trenches, for a monarch's family fight. We are proud we did our duty, and we made this nation great. Now they call us brutal thugs, fueled only by our hate. We are Saxons, we are Gurkhas, Celts and Sikhs and Jutes. You will see us wearing berets, we are humble in our suits. And the next time you're in Europe, just take a thoughtful glance. You are sure to see us lying there, amid the great graves of France. We are proud we did our duty, and we made this nation great. Now they call us violent murderers, fueled only by our hate. We dug the deepest tunnels in the bowels of the earth, proud of culture and heritage. We gave this nation birth. We are Harry Patch Montgomery, we were butchered on the Somme. We are living life upon our knees, our freedom's nearly gone. We are proud we did our duty, and we made this nation great. Now they call us ignorant squabbies, fueled only by our hate. Hold on. Small. We were there beside old Churchill when we fought the Nazi hordes. Now the enemy amongst us sits in the House of Lords. They have lied to us and jailed us, and they've tried to kill our pride. Those traitors in our parliament, for their freedom, we have died. We are proud we did our duty, and we made this nation great. Now they call us right-wing bigots, fueled only by our hate. We have answered all the calls to defend our island home. Unconquered for 1,000 years, our bodies made of stone. But our greatest fight is yet to come, before we disappear. No one from our government will make me live in fear. We are proud we did our duty, and we made this nation great. It is time to climb up from our knees, before it surely is too late.
Yeah.
Keep the fight going. There's a lot at stake here. If we lose this, the sacrifice and not drag a few of us through the courts as an example to appease Sinn Féin. It's that simple. Thank you.
Well, guys, that was powerful. You know, and every member here, whether it be civilian, child, veteran, no matter what regiment, you know,
wonderful guy. Right.
Representation here is fantastic. It's been a privilege to be a part of this. Yeah, I hope you've been sharing this, guys. The word needs to get out there. There is a storm coming, and the government need to know it. It's happening, guys. Right, guys, that's the end of Cardiff now. People starting to disperse. We'll reiterate what's been going on here. As you know, we was delayed because the police intervened and wouldn't let the Never Surrender parade through. They stopped the bikers, blocked the road. Myself, along with another couple of veterans who were quite outraged by this, confronted the police and in no uncertain terms told them they better move that van, or we will simply ride around. There was no stopping this today. There was not going to stop the veterans from being heard. Yeah, so we overcome that. The police finally agreed. They moved. They allowed the procession to come through. Some really powerful speeches, you know, and just looking around, the amount of civilians here, it's actually quite breathtaking to see, you know, even the police officers, as the last call was played on the bugle, to see police officers standing to attention. You know, veterans go through the ranks, let's not forget that. These aren't just soldiers, these are people that have come out and got into other frontline services, police officers, doctors, nurses, fire staff, paramedics, other civil services, other walks of life. Yeah, we are the community. Yeah, veterans are the people on this country that keep it working. Yeah, they fought for this country, made this country free, and now it's veterans that keep it going. Yeah, let's get the word out there. From now it's only onwards and upwards. Every march is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And we're going. See you again. You know, and it's good, you know, people just coming up and shaking hands, making new friends. You know, this is what it's all about, guys. Yeah, you know, reunions happen. You know, it's brilliant to see. Yeah, this is what the veteran community is, guys. Yeah, those of my friends that are watching this that haven't served. You know, maybe some of you don't understand what this is about. But as you look around here and you see the proud veterans that have served, the families of servicemen, yeah, if you see there's people here who've lost limbs in conflicts, you know, the hidden traumas of PTSD, yeah, and we're being persecuted. We are being persecuted to appease the IRA. Yeah, now since when has this country lacked a spine? Throughout history, our government and our country has fought to be great. As it stands, the current government are actually traitors. They are actually turning against this country, turning against the men and women that fought to keep this country great, to keep this country free. Yeah, and we need to get it out there. We need to stop persecuting soldiers for doing the jobs that politicians sent us to do. That's what needs to be understood here. These aren't rogue soldiers. Yeah, they were told to go and do a job. They've done that job, and now to appease the IRA, the government are prosecuting them for it. Yeah, so I'll leave you with that thought, and hopefully you might see some more of you at the next rallies. There will be more coming. The next one, as you heard, is in June. So watch out on Facebook, that will be posted. Yeah, but all in all, guys, a fantastic day here. Yeah, so much pride on show, and it's been fantastic to see, and hopefully see you at the next one. See you again, guys.
Right guys, live footage coming straight from Cardiff at the moment, Soldier F. Everybody's in Cardiff ready to go. It's looking absolutely brilliant here. We got bikers, we got paras, everything. Give a wave, guys. Give us a wave, guys, come on. Dave! Dave! David! Give us a wave. For the bloody flag, you pleb. One job, one job. Huh? You don't need to get off.
Oh, no, it's that way.
And we're off. Give us a wave, guys. Give us a wave. Up there.
if it ain't got that swing. It don't mean a thing, all you gotta do is swing. It makes no difference if it's sweet or hot. Give that rhythm everything you've got. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
On the 10th of April 1998, the Good Friday Agreement ended 30 years of bitter sectarian conflict in Northern Ireland, known as the Troubles. For 3 decades, life had been marred by terrible violence. More than 3,600 people died, while tens of thousands suffered physical and psychological scars. At the heart of the conflict lay 2 clashing ideas about national identity. The mainly Protestant majority of Unionists and Loyalists wanted Northern Ireland to remain part of the United Kingdom, while the mainly Catholic minority of Nationalists and Republicans wanted a united independent Ireland. Since the creation of Northern Ireland in 1922, Unionists had dominated its politics. Catholics were marginalised and experienced discrimination in housing, jobs and education. Protests ended in violent clashes with police and sectarian rioting broke out. In Belfast, hundreds of mostly Catholic homes and businesses were burned. As the civil unrest spiralled out of control, British troops were sent in to restore order. At first, many Catholics saw them as protectors, but tensions soon rose. When British paratroops shot dead 13 Catholic protesters in January 1972, with a 14th dying later, the event known as Bloody Sunday led to a sudden and dramatic escalation in violence. The British government responded by imposing direct rule over Northern Ireland's affairs from London. The Provisional IRA led an armed campaign to force a British withdrawal and create a united Ireland. Smaller Republican splinter groups like the INLA were also active. Loyalist paramilitary groups such as the UVF and UFF were set up in response. Both sides committed terrible atrocities and killed hundreds of people in the name of their cause, many of them innocent civilians. The first political attempt to end the violence came in 1973, when the Sunningdale Agreement created equal power sharing between Unionists and Nationalists. It crumbled in the face of the Loyalist-led Ulster Workers' Council strike. By the 80s, the IRA realised a military victory was unlikely. The election of Republican hunger striker Bobby Sands to the British Parliament in 1981 showed the IRA's political wing, called Sinn Féin, the value of political engagement. In 1985, the United Kingdom and Ireland reached a deal on the future status of Northern Ireland, but the Anglo-Irish agreement met resistance from both Unionists and Republicans. Northern Ireland was in a political stalemate and the bloodshed was unrelenting, but behind-the-scenes talks between politicians and paramilitaries continued. In the end, a combination of skillful diplomacy, leaps of faith and sheer persistence laid the foundations for peace. The Good Friday Agreement contained many ideas that had been tried before, but for the first time it attempted to address the hopes and fears of all sides equally. It was approved in a referendum of the people of Northern Ireland in May 1998. The peace has not been perfect, and all sides have had bitter pills to swallow. There have been rows and constitutional battles, riots and protests, and armed dissidents still lurk in the shadows. Yet the peace endures, proving that dialogue, not violence, is the way to achieve a lasting end to conflict.
To